Please welcome back to our show, Michael Ealy. I mean, you can't help it that you were born hot. And so there's nothing you can do except for receive the love. No, don't be shy. Oh my gosh. No. No. Receive the love. You know?
I love you too.
Yes. All right. So, but Michael is married, and he does have, yes, a beautiful wife. Yes. All right. Well, some of the cheers died down.
Yeah, that happens.
But you know why? Because people want to know that their sex symbols are available. And I know for me and Michael, we've known each other for a long time now. You hid the fact that you were in love and then got married from even me. Like she was in the closet tied with a rope or something. And you tried to play that role. And then finally you came out and admitted it. And for me personally, I'm one of the types, I enjoy that a man can commit. I find that to be sexy. But how does your lovely wife handle the attention that you get? Because women can be very disrespectful.
Yeah.
Even in front of your wife.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, you know, as we have discussed, I think a lot of people, there are people that think that, you know, I keep my wife out of the spotlight as if she's not free to make her own decision to stay out of the spotlight. Like no one ever gives thought to that or credence to that. Like my wife doesn't want the spotlight, and that's her right.
That's sweet.
You know what I mean? And you know, I love her for that.
But when you come home with a suitcase full of money, I bet you the toilet paper is on the roll and there's orange juice in the fridge, correct? She's holding down your house?
Yes.
And your son, Elijah?
Yes.
Yes.
And yeah, I mean, we're good. She did a lot of things that, you know, the reason why she is wifey, you know, is like, there's this example of this story where we were at Home Depot in New Orleans, and there were these girls that were, I guess, fans of mine, and they wanted to, you know, get a picture, but they saw me with her, and then we split up, and then she overheard the girls talking about how I was with somebody, and so she walked up to the girls and said, you know, do you want to get a picture with him?
Aww.
And they were like, well, we thought you were with him. And she was like, no, I'm just his assistant.
Oh!
She was like, you know, you could take a picture. Let me take a picture. Come on, I'll introduce you to him. And so that was like one of the most thoughtful things. And when you realize that you know, the woman you love is supportive and doesn't want to come between you and your fans.
Yes.
That's something you keep.
Yes, yeah. Yeah. I think what he's trying to say is you all stop pawing at him. He's married and his wife wants respect, but she'll play the game. So now Elijah is 3 years old?
3 years old.
So how has he changed your life, Michael Ealy?
You know, he has this this thing I call broke face.
What's that look like?
When he doesn't get his way, he goes.
Oh.
And you say to him, you say, well, what's wrong? You got broke face? And he'll do this.
I like
it's just the most adorable thing ever. You know what I mean? And like
I tried to look for pictures of him online.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. It's you know, it's something I work hard at. It's getting harder and harder to keep that a secret. But you know, he's a kid and he just doesn't. You know, I don't think kids should be, exposed unless you choose to do it. You know,
Yes.
it's you can do it yourself. You can free to expose your kids. I have no desire to do that. But you know, Saturday mornings is my favorite time.
What do you
because
do?
we wake up in our pajamas and watch cartoons. That's like quality time.
Sweet.
It really is. So we like to watch Paw Patrol on Nickelodeon. Y'all know about that one?
Oh, I don't know what that
Yeah. Yeah, he dressed up as Marshall for Halloween. So
is. Oh.
yeah, he had a little tail and everything. It was,
Michael,
yeah.
your eyes match your suit.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
So fans were really disappointed that Michael was not part of the latest Barbershop movie, which came out last year.
Yeah.
Now, why weren't you there, Michael?
It-
Because
it-
Common kind of took your, kind of like sort of a role that you might have had.
Yeah. You know, it just didn't work out this time. I think that's the best way to say it. It just didn't work out this time. You know, it works that way sometimes in the business. I needed to be somewhere else.
What do you mean it didn't work out? The money was funny?
No. It wasn't about money. It was just the timing of it was bad because I genuinely needed to be somewhere else that was more important.
Oh, well, where were you?
That's personal. That's personal.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes. So you took a personal thing over a paycheck for a hit movie. Oh my gosh, integrity too. Integrity. All right, so congratulations, Michael, on Secrets and Lies. Look, you've got this gigantic presentation in Times Square. So I know you're not a New Yorker, but when you come to New York, do you just go there and fantasize and cry?
No, actually, it's funny because when I posted this picture on Instagram, a lot of people think I took it, and I didn't. I thought I made it clear in the post. My cousin took it. She's a flight attendant. She was in town.
Yeah.
Thanks, Brooke. She took it. She was in town, and she sent it to me, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. And it just made me think, not, ooh, I made it, I'm good, but it made me
You
think.
made it, man!
Thank you.
You made it! That is a big deal.
It more so made me think of all the days when nobody knew who I was, and I walked through the streets of New York City, like reciting my lines for like an audition to get to this point. You know what I mean? So that's what it was about. Like it was about those grinding years and how many people, many actors in this city right now are going through the exact same thing.
Michael Ealy, everybody. You watch Secrets and Lies Sunday night, 9 o'clock on ABC.